physique first up. He's 30 years old, the head coach on the team of Skullbellz. Let's bring out Colt Milton. Here we go.
And your favorite classic pose. All right, guys, thank you very much. You guys look great. We'll see you back this afternoon.
Just finished the second coat of tan right now. Making sure we get good and dry. Just kind of energized right now, feeling a little squirrely. So it's also cold in here because of the fans. So I'm not going to show myself from the waist down because I'm naked. But just getting the legs kind of woken up and getting moving. Can't shower this morning like I normally do. So yeah, feeling good, feeling ready. Let's go get them. And it is the day of the show. Going out for a bit of a walk this morning and just thinking about the day, visualizing what it's all gonna look like. Taylor and Zion are playing fetch, getting them some exercise. Zion's gonna be backstage with me the whole day, and so she's always better behaved in public when she gets her exercise and everything. So let's see, just feeling great, feeling really confident about this show because this is show number 9, definitely not the first one that we've done. But Taylor and I both, you know, we feel more unified than we ever have in our entire lives, and as far as why we're doing this, really. But our goal and our vision has become so much more crystallized and so much more clear as to why bodybuilding is such a foundation in our lives and such a big part of how we live and what we do and who we are. This isn't a sport that has an on season and an off season. This is a lifestyle. So that's become a lot more clear lately, and having a team and having so many clients that have shows on the calendar that are ready to go, that just gives so much more purpose to this show than any of the ones that we've done before. Also, definitely by far the leanest I've ever been, and holding more muscle, and having done this on the ketogenic diet without any carbs has been something that, I mean, that's kind of the battle that's already won. So in a lot of ways, it's like I just need to step on stage and show what we already accomplished. And I say we because, again, this is not a individual sport. This is a team sport. My training partner is playing fetch right now with my wife, Coach Taylor. And gosh, my wife, my kids, my family, my friends. I have so many people to thank right now. I want to cry. I really, really do. I mean, I'm kind of emotional right now. I just feel like I have so much to be grateful for. So far, I've had today 1 piece of bacon to wash down my vitamins. I am sipping right now. Let's see, last night I had about 3 gallons of water. Wasn't able to track all of it, but I just went intuitively. Coming into this show, I have not been able to track like to the ounce every single bit of water that I'm drinking. I haven't been able to track electrolytes to the T, but I have a pretty good ballpark of where I'm at. So I just know that the day before the show needs to be a little bit higher sodium, a little bit higher potassium, a little bit more water than I'm used to. And then everybody has a different way of doing it. Everybody's body responds differently. But I always get the best results when I cut water, stop drinking, and just sip a little bit around the time that I want to peak. That just helps me dry out a little bit. So I'm going to be pumping the upper body hard before the first call outs, before prejudging. Make sure that I'm good and dry and hard. And all the pumping is going to be focusing on my weak points. My weak points, muscularity-wise right now, are my shoulders and arms. That's what usually happens towards the end of the cut. Been pretty happy with the leg mass I've been able to hold on to, so there's no reason to pump there. I'm gonna pump the lower abs because that's usually where I hold water. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm sipping right now on metabolic nutrition pump formula. I'm not drinking a whole lot of water. Again, I cut water, not aggressively. I don't completely dehydrate myself. But the way I've been coached in the past has always been to, whenever you cut water, to continue to sip. Because what that sipping does is it hydrates you a little bit so that your muscle bellies have water in them. But it doesn't completely hydrate you to where your body overcompensates and holds on to water. Because if you completely dehydrate yourself, or worse yet, use a diuretic, what in theory what happens is you're supposed to look drier, right? But the problem is, if you cut water and if you do anything too drastic, especially that stresses your body out, that makes your body that your body's not used to, then your body starts to fight it and it starts to hold on to water. So to avoid that happening, if you're sipping on something, it could be anything, it could be coffee, or in this case, a pump formula that has some citrulline in it that kind of assists with that blood flow. It's a non-stimulant too, so it also has some good cognitive enhancers in it and some electrolytes in it that are great for hydration and great for focus. It's actually a non-stimulant pre-workout, and having something like that is something that I like to sip on to have a pump, but also let my body know that it's not in like a massive dehydration mode to where it needs to overcompensate or anything like that. So that's basically the rundown on my water protocol for the day. And yeah, the last bit of gratitude that I wanted to express before the end of this walk is just that is just my sponsor, Metabolic Nutrition. This is the first time I've been sponsored by a nutrition company, and you know, sponsorships are popular, but it's never really been something I've been too excited about, because that's not why I do this. I'm not in the supplementation business so much as I am training and supersetting your life, using bodybuilding as a way to make your life better, to give your life structure, and to give yourself something tangible to work towards that makes you a better person overall, inside and out. So that's what bodybuilding really means to us, and that's why we're doing this show. But on that note, being sponsored by this company is huge, because they're not just any other supplement company. They're the best of the best. It's not the Walmart. It's like the Rolls Royce. It's like the Whole Foods of the supplement industry. I only put the best in my body, and I only recommend the best. So metabolic nutrition and the direction that their company is going, and the way that they conduct business, is something that I really respect, that I've admired for several years now. And this relationship that we have with them is really, really special. They've been huge supporters of me. They know me, they know my dog, they know my family, and they've been following everything I've been doing on social media ever since we've been using their stuff. And so when I reached out to them, it was kind of a no-brainer. And here we are. So time to go step on stage.
Oh yeah, and we saw Bigfoot backstage. Scared the hell out of my emotional support puppy. She started barking her head off at him, and so I invited him over and gave him a dog treat, and then had him feed it to her, and she started to calm down. I was like, boy, oh boy, if there's one thing that cannot happen right now, it is her barking backstage. And how about that tactical patch? Doesn't that look good on her, baby?
Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny that Sasquatch is their, what do you call that? their mascot, sorry. And they had him walking like behind the competitors while they're on stage, and it was really funny, and it tripped a few people out because they obviously were, I'm assuming they didn't let you know that he was going to walk behind you guys.
Yeah.
But that was really funny.
We had him take his mask off too, and he's a super nice guy. Okay, so we are pumping up backstage right now for Classic Physique. Getting the bicep pump.
Since then, we've gotten you new trunks that are more NPC friendly.
Yeah, these ones I don't like. They're a little big and baggy, and that's also, remember we got these when I wasn't really stage lean.
These were your first pair of posing trunks.
First posing trunks ever. Yeah,
Yeah.
Still got them.
Person at Group Reach C. Here we go, guys. Hop on.
Hey, Kim. We're going to do the same thing with this one. Very close this morning. We just want to make sure we get it right.
Come on up here, guys. Right to the white line. Get ready to judge you again live. Yell for your favorite out there, guys. Here we go.
Okay, let's have 89 and 87 switch places. 89 and 87. 88 and 84 switch places.
There you go, John.
Front double bicep. Front last press. Side chest. Face the back double bicep. Face the front. Abdominal inside. Okay, guys, go back to the diagonal for me. All right, get back to you. We're good.
All right. Looking good. Here we go. Top of the B division is going to be Colt Milton. From Team Skullbellz. I'm Skullbellz Jim. He's a head coach and business owner, SuperSetYourLife.com. A husband and dad, and head coach and co-founder of SuperSetYourLife.com. That's 30 years old, Colt Milton. Miguel Gomez is up next. Miguel Gomez.
108, 107 switch places. Face the back. Face the front. 108 and 109 switch places. 108, 109. You guys face the back. Face the front. Okay, guys, let's make sure the judge can see your number. All right, guys, thank you very much. Let's give you guys a round of applause. It's our true novice Class B, first time competitor.
All right, done with all of the pre-judging, so we're going to be hitting the posing routines here a little bit, so studying some film and looking at how my conditioning and everything looks right now. We're pretty confident as far as conditioning goes, but it just comes down to mass right now. So I'm just my gut feeling is that the judges are just gonna say it comes down to muscularity and that I need to grow and that my muscles need to be bigger, probably shoulders and arms. Just looking around, that's kind of the impression that I'm getting, is that I'm getting, if I am getting beat, I'm sure that it comes down to upper body muscularity. So anyway, biggest problem that we're having with her is she's licking the competitors. Other than that, everybody's loving her, and she's actually been helping some people that are stressed out. So that's what we trained her for. You know, when somebody's particularly stressed, then that is kind of her job. Pet her, makes her feel better, makes them feel better.
Dogs up. Good girl. Oh, good girl. Shake. Oh, good girl. What a good girl. Okay.
And with that, we are all done. Just wrapping up the show. Both of us are wiped out. She helped me more than you know. She actually helped other competitors that were stressed out and just needed to take a couple deep breaths and chill and kind of get their mind off of everything and then refocus. And that's what I have to do a lot of the time. So she's been with me these last 6 months, hasn't missed a single one of my workouts, and got a little Velcro patch for her service dog vest. So anyway, ready to drink some water first of all, ready to eat some food, and ready to hang out with some friends and go see what the judges have to say. So the goal coming into this show was first and foremost to beat my own physique. Did that like a month ago. The second goal was to win, and didn't win any of our categories, but we just went in for every category because at this point I don't know if men's physique or if classic physique or if open bodybuilding is where my strong suit is. Never competed in NPC before, so we're gonna see what the judges have to say and see where I'm most competitive, see where I have the most potential. With the foot injury here, difficult to hold a lot of the poses, made things quite a bit more challenging than any of the competitions that I've done in the past. But it was a blast. It was an absolute ball. I mean, the whole day was so much fun. These are super dope. Look at these. All right. So the first one is 5th place in men's bodybuilding open light heavyweight. This one here is 3rd place in men's physique open class D. It's the last one that we just did. This one's pretty cool. This is 2nd place in true novice men's physique. Surprised myself. I actually placed better in men's physique than I have in any previous shows. Usually I'm most competitive in bodybuilding, so I don't know. We'll see what the judges say. All right, and then this one is 3rd place in men's bodybuilding novice. And the last one, 2nd place in men's classic physique, true novice. I figured that classic physique would probably be my weakest one. It's been a long time since I've done classic physique too, because none of the natural federations offer classic physique. But yeah, that was fun. So anyway, I think we're gonna call it a wrap. Go say hi to the kids and everybody that came to support. We had a huge support crew, so gonna go show all them some love and time to go celebrate.
And that's all the content from the actual show. Here we are in the gym just up the road. This is what everybody should do. I mean, like, you're in the best shape of your life. Go record some videos. Get a photo shoot or something. We're taking some exercise demo videos.
Those abs.
Thanks, baby. Nice job on the camera angles there.
Yeah, so you want to make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel so you don't miss those awesome exercise demos.
And at this point, we said, fuck the after party, excuse my language, but Taylor and I are just like, you know what? We just need some time with each other. So we
Yeah.
went to Taylor's recommendation, the Tipsy Cow.
And you are seeing that properly. Colt has a burger cooked on one side.
Yep. Only one side of the burger, and we kept everything keto. Both of us did. Woke up feeling great the next morning, and then it was just another day. You know, we didn't stuff our faces and go overboard. Definitely had over 4,000 calories, but hey, I enjoyed every single bite.
And that Rebel ice cream, so good.
Yeah, not as good as this keto brick though. Cookies and cream is my favorite flavor. They are currently sold out of those. Boy, that guy Robert nailed it with those keto bricks. He cannot keep those things in stock to save his life. And I mean that
Good for them.
I mean that as a compliment. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
really creative movement. God, I love that guy. Love his book. Love his brand. His wife, his kid. I mean, just everything the guy stands for. Just a hell of a guy.
And you guys don't want to miss it. Colt's actually being interviewed by Robert next week.
Yeah.
All about his show prep, so it's going to be epic.
So make sure you subscribe to the Keto Savage podcast. Topped everything off with some flakes of that Hawaiian Celtic sea salt. Oh boy,
And
this is good.
Those chips in there that you're looking at are lilies, and so they're not sugar. They're not sugar chocolate chips. They're lilies.
They're fake sugar.
Yeah. And then Rebel ice cream, kind of keto friendly.
I mean, like none of this is the cleanest calories, but it's like, hey, it's definitely not carbs. And I woke up in full blown ketosis next morning. Still got my abs. That's the nice thing about the ketogenic contest prep.